Your Daily 180, 180 seconds of pure Bible study.
We're wrapping up a discussion on rejoicing in the face of tribulation. That's what we're told to do in James chapter 1 and verse number 2. My brethren, count it all joy when you face various trials. We've seen there's a lot of reasons to do that. One of the most basic reasons is because it matures us. It helps us become what we could not be otherwise. Today I want us to think about something else. Yesterday we looked at the idea that Abraham listened to God and he obeyed God, but Abraham also kept his focus. It's so easy to lose our focus in this life and become distracted and start looking at the wrong thing and thinking about the wrong thing and focusing on the wrong thing. In Hebrews chapter 11 and verse number 10, I want you to notice what Abraham focused on. While he was wandering through the land, it says, "For he waited for the city which has foundations, whose builder and maker is God." Isn't that exciting? Abraham was looking forward to that heavenly reward. We sing the song sometimes, "This world is not my home, I'm just a passing through. My treasures are laid up somewhere beyond the blue." Now, you know, when you stop and you think about the glories of heaven, it should really motivate us to do our very best to know the will of God, obey the will of God, and live faithful to the will of God. Over in Colossians chapter 3, beginning at verse number 1, there Paul talks about focus. Listen to what he has to say. "If then you were raised with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ is, sitting at the right hand of God. Set your mind on things above, not on the things of the earth." Now, what is it that you focus on primarily? Is it the physical things that are around you all the time? Or is it the spiritual things? In Philippians chapter 3 and verse number 20, there Paul would say, if you're a Christian, your citizenship is in heaven. Doesn't mean that you're not a citizen of whatever country you're living in. But you know what? The best American citizen is a faithful citizen of heaven. And when we're a citizen of heaven, it changes our perspective on this life because it's just a moment. Later on in James chapter 4, we're going to see that he tells us that life is a vapor. I mean, we're not here very long. And so when we understand that, it changes our whole perspective on life. We've got to keep the right focus. Thank you for being with us for this, your Daily 180 Bible Study.